Hello, everybody. My name is Adam Wink, and today I'm going to be presenting the content analysis and comparison of cognition in sports psychology textbooks, which is authored by myself, Dr. Stephen R. Weiniger, Melissa Bailey, Philip Wynn, Rachel Cherry, Lauren Jock, and McPherson Smith. Now, the purpose of the study was to look at cognition in sports psychology textbooks, chapters related to attention and concentration, and simply try to identify the similarities and differences between the content for both those different subfields. Now, the research questions we asked ourselves while conducting this study were: what concepts were found just in cognition textbooks? What concepts were found just in sports psychology textbooks? What concepts were found in both sets of text? And what terms were found within both textbooks that have the same meaning but are represented by different names? Now, we conducted a content analysis on 7 cognition textbooks and 10 sports psychology textbooks. All of the texts were selected from major publishers and were the most popular textbooks that were selected for analysis. Going into the results, we found that the main topics within cognition text attention chapters focused mainly around broad areas of attention and basic research phenomena found within those areas. So in the broad areas, you see we've got selective attention, auditory attention, divided attention, visual attention, things like that. And the basic research you would see under those would be things like attentional blink, dichotic listening, mental effort, bottleneck phenomenon, and so on, so on. When looking at the sports psychology text concentration chapters, we noticed they were broken into 2 kind of different categories. They still had the main theories and more broad areas of attention, like selective attention and such, but they really focus in more in their chapters about the application of those theories. So using self-talk, quiet eye, imagery, simulation training, and a bunch of other useful tools to help enhance performance, which was a really big difference we saw between the 2 different sets of text. Now, both sets of text covered basic definitions of attention and concentration, selective attention, shifting attention, automaticity, attentional capacity, and distractions, while the cognition text included more detail on each area of attention with the supporting coverage of basic research phenomenon under each area. We noticed that the sports psychology text included more unique models not covered in cognition text, such as the Nidafer's 2-dimensional attention model, potential focus strategies, and flow. Sports psychology text also presented much more on application or interventions such as self-talk, centering, quiet eye, and imagery. In conclusion, more detailed frequencies for each topic, as well as a contrast of definitions from the content analysis, will be presented within the full results. Cognition texts seem to report more basic research findings related to attention, while sports psychology texts focus more on application or interventions for modifying attention. Going forward, cognition textbooks might consider including more applied theories commonly found in sports psychology, while sports psychology could integrate more basic research findings as foundational information. Now, this will conclude my presentation of the content analysis and comparison of cognition sports psychology textbooks. I appreciate your all's time, and if you all have any questions following this presentation, feel free to reach out to myself, Dr. Weiniger, or any of the research team. Thank you so much, and you guys enjoy the rest of your day.